Anthony's vlog, April 30th, 2015. It is 3:37 in the afternoon. And this is another one of those spontaneous blogs or vlogs, just like last night. A couple of light anomalies just shot by. Because I wanted to share with you something that just happened. I don't know if you can see this, but in the background I have my tri-field EMF on, and if I get anything interesting on that, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. We're getting some kind of little readings on there, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let me go ahead and move this just over here, so hopefully if it goes erratic we'll catch it. Anyway, as you can see, I have the two flashlights on the nightstand in front of me, and last night I set them both to turn on and off, well, by themselves, and instructed the spirits in the doll that they wanted to communicate with me to let me know by turning them on, and I designated this one as yes. Oh, look at this. This one here is yes, and this one here is no. In case you're wondering what this meter is measuring, it's actually measuring alternating current, and I have everything turned off next to it. There, hopefully you'll be able to see it better. So we shouldn't be getting those kind of readings, and as you can see now, it's not really my hand that's doing it, because this is measuring man-made currents. And this is suggesting something anomalous is happening. Now I'm wishing I had my natural EM, but that's what happens when you kind of do these things on the fly like I usually do. As I've said many times before, I'm actually recording this on my Samsung 5 cell phone, light anomaly, and I just uploaded directly onto YouTube. So anyway, before I explain why I decided to go ahead and do this vlog, I want to say that there's a new post on my blog site, hauntedherald.com, about a little child 3 years old who is now claiming that Harold is her imaginary friend. If you'd like to read about that, again, it's hauntedherald.com. I just put it up yesterday, and I'll make a note of it here on the screen after I load this up onto YouTube. Secondly, I received the first of 2 packages of evidence, drawings and whatnot, artwork, from Jane, the mother of my young friend Vincent in Australia. In case you're wondering, no, that is not their real names. But Jane has given me permission to use those names to represent her and her son. Haven't come up with a name for her husband or her other son, so I won't be mentioning them, except to say that their house is now up for sale because the husband is totally freaked out by what happened over the past 6 months. But I'll be talking about that in another vlog. Anyway, as I was saying, last night I set up the flashlights and said that if you wanted to communicate with me, use this one as yes, and that one is no. And nothing happened. And then a little bit ago, I was Facebook messaging with Clarissa Vasquez, who is an author and paranormal investigator, and she asked me if I would do an interview with her May 22nd about Harold, and so we discussed it and I agreed. Anyway, after I got done messaging with her, she's in Tombstone, Arizona right now. She actually lives here in Colorado as well. But she's in Tombstone, Arizona. And I'm trying to see if we can, there we go, get the movement of that meter on there. I came back and something told me to look at the flashlights, which last night were pretty much in the position they are right now. And interestingly, the one on the right was turned on and sitting right where you see it. But the one on the left was also, and the one on the left was also turned on. However, it was not on the nightstand. It rolled off the floor, off the nightstand onto the floor. So I picked it up, set it back down on the table, and it immediately rolled off the nightstand again. I'll be honest, my first thought was perhaps one of my dogs knocked the flashlight off, but it's kind of like, if it would have knocked any of the flashlights off, it would have knocked off the one on the right, because that would be the one easiest to reach. As I was saying, oh, that was interesting. I'm not sure what that was about. As I was saying, though, I put the flashlight back on the nightstand, and it immediately rolled off. So I went and borrowed the level from maintenance here at the hotel, thinking maybe the nightstand isn't level. But as you can see, it is. Now I'm going to move it over. Let me move this over this way just a little bit. And I'm going to move it over so it's directly in front. And as you can see there, it's still level. Let me remove these things. And put this directly in front of that flashlight, and as you can see, it's still level. In other words, I can't come up with a reason why it would have rolled off. Either while I was messaging with Clarissa, or immediately after I put it back on the nightstand. Let's see if I can recreate that, by the way. I picked it up from the floor, put it on the nightstand, and there it sits. So I thought that was interesting enough to want to share with you and see if anything else is going on the EMF. Again, that measures alternating current, man-made current, and what you were seeing earlier suggests some kind of EMF anomaly. Now, when it comes to technology, to me, it's just an anomaly. Without a human experience or without something else to support it, I'm not sure what's going on. But normally when I see that sort of thing, it does indicate that there is some sort of disturbance, and that disturbance might be caused by spirit. As you can see, it's pretty active right now. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these in the days to come to keep you updated as to what's going on, because things are getting weirder and weirder and weirder, as you'll see if you log on to my blog, hauntedherald.com, and read my latest post.